Shalom, shalom. Soldier Yazaniah coming at you with another video. It's a little prophecy update and current events and a hastening of the coming of Yahweh B'Shem Mashiach Yahushai or Hamashiach Yahushai. So before I start, I'd like to give all praises, all glory unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Shalom. Salutations to the elect, the 1/3 of Israel, all the sincere Akyam and Akwat doing the work. QamYasharala. So we have a little article. It's titled COVID-19 World Leaders Call for International Pandemic Treaty. So we have these world leaders. We have these world leaders today. Talk in speech and talk about joining forces, about tackling this this pandemic, head on. And by doing so, they're going to, form these universal alliances to basically combat this thing. And we all know, that's them, of course, again, as they always have, but, taking crafty counsel, against the righteous, ultimately trying to, put their seal upon the 2/3 of Israel and, come down with great wrath because this word's going out, man. This word's, this word is totally confounding, tearing down, pertaining to Jeremiah, what was that, 5 or Jeremiah 2, tearing down, building up, reestablishing, so, they can't stop this word. So, they're coming down with great wrath and we see it here. The world leaders call for international pandemic treaty. Prime Minister Boris Johnson has joined more than 20 world leaders in calling for a new global settlement to help the world prepare for future pandemics. So let's see. We're gonna get a few scriptures, and we're gonna get let's see. We're gonna get this the book of Psalms chapter 83. We start from the top. Classic. It says, "Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thine hidden ones." So this is exactly what these government officials are doing, man. Taking crafty counsel. They're consulting right now, day and night, man. What does that say? The wicked lay on their beds, devising mischief. Let me see if I can find that. So we're gonna get it's in the book of Psalms. Psalms 36. We'll start from the top. The transgression of the wicked saith within my heart that there is no fear of Yahweh before his eyes. See, they have no fear of God, man. That's why they're joining forces, man. They think that they finally, have the perfect storm, the perfect, recipe to challenge the Most High and to be as him. We're in that season, man. For he flattereth himself in his own eyes until his iniquity be found to be hateful. So he's flattering his own eyes. He's on the move, man. He seemeth to have all the answers. He seems to have all the answers. Seems to have all the remedies every step of the way. For this thing. But this thing is controlled by Yahweh, B'Shem Mashiach Yahushai, man. So, the Most High put it in their heart to bring this wicked upon the earth, but ultimately the Most High is in charge. But now it's running rampant, and they don't even they're trying to steer it, but the Most High is the one in the driver's seat. You know what I mean? And it's run rampant, man. They're the concoction of their own hand, and they're about to fall in the pit which they made, man. The words of his mouth are iniquity and deceit. He hath left off to be wise, and to do good. See, they cast all good, aside. Saying, "Oh, we have to tackle this thing that we made, and we have to, bring it, under control." But that's ultimately to usurp, uh, authority over the nations, man. And we're gonna get that in Habakkuk. The words of his mouth are iniquity and deceit. He hath left off to be wise and to do good. He deviseth mischief upon his bed. He setteth himself in a way that is not good. He he abhorreth not evil. You see that? See, he abhors, no evil thing, man. He keeps himself all manner of disgust, and this is what they have planned for the world, man, for the nations. Nothing but death and anguish is in the future, as the prophets before prophesied, as we're doing so right now. But you see, he's on his bed, man, on his bedside, day and night. He devises this iniquity. So we're gonna go back to the book of Psalms, 86. Bow down. No, 83. Salakia. Book of Psalms. Go on, so. Book of Psalms, 83, verse 1. Yeah, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, be not still, O Yahweh. For thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thine hidden ones. That counsel is being taken right now, very, very crafty, under the disguise of, Satan masquerades as an angel of light, man. They put, light for darkness and darkness for light, good for evil for good, man. This is the infrastructure and the backbone of this economy is, man, in this empire. You know what I'm saying? Even just look, don't mean to sound superstitious, but look at sin numbers. Sin is is literally what you need to live in this world. Sin, sin number, man. That's crazy, bro. Or at least in this stupid land of Canada. Consulted against thine hidden ones. They have said, "Come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent." See that? They're joining forces now. They are confederate against thee, and all the nations are about to list that they're in amity with. Man, that's exactly who they're in amity now, man. Just in this form of flesh. You know what I mean? Same spirit, same everything, just in this form of flesh. So we're going to go back to the article. All right, so in a newspaper article, the leaders include the German counselor. A French president said CV posted the biggest challenge since World War II. See that? This is a whole. Trump and all of them already declared war on this damn thing, but this is the level of severity they're taking it to, and that these are drastic words, man, and you already know, since they're fear mongering and they have this obstacle they must overcome, but by what means are they going to overcome it with, man? We're gonna get into it. We're gonna further get into this. The pandemic has shown nobody is safe until everyone is safe. You see that? Until every last person is safe. When they say peace and safety, man. Just that. The pride of their heart is deceiving them, man, because they think they can be God and they can bring this safety. You know what I mean? And they can be both, good and evil. You see that? Literally think that they are the Most High. Business Secretary Kwasi Kwarteng said UK would not need a surplus of jabs before it could export supplies. Said the UK would need a surplus of jabs before it could export supplies. Writing in Daily Telegraph publications, 24 leaders argue that the treaty similar to reach the wake of World War II. That's okay. Let's see. The aims were clear: to bring countries together, to dispel the temptations of isolationism and nationalism. See that? To dispel the temptations of isolationism. I'm gonna go ahead and pull that up in Habakkuk, man. Let's see, because you're proving your own tongue is falling against you, man. You're proving yourself to be the wicked of this world and the devil the Bible speaks of, man. Let's see. Where does it say that? So it's book of Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 5. He also, because he transgresseth by wine, which is philosophy and doctrine, and just belief in himself. You know what I mean? That false faith in himself. He because he transgresseth by wine, makes all the nations drunk, pertaining to Revelation. He's a proud man, neither keepeth at home, because that's the man's blessing, who enlargeth his desire as hell. You see that? He enlarges. That's the wide open gate, man. He enlarges his kingdom, his philosophy, his reign, and his control, which is what he's doing right now. Through as we can see in the article I'm pulling up, enlargeth the desire as hell, and is as death, and the man cannot be satisfied, and he's basically like death. This is death we're fighting, man. But the Most High says he's gonna overpower death, man. At the last, and gonna lead captivity captive, man. But gathereth unto him all nations. See that? And heapeth unto him all people. So that's exactly what he's doing now, man. And there's another one that says he covets fields, man. This is what he's doing. He's having this is his blessing. You know what I mean? He's living in his blessing right now. But, we already know he cuts them off in their craftiness, man. After they've taken crafty counsel. So, and to address the challenges that could only be achieved together in the spirit of Slakia. Just dispel the temptations of isolationism, and national. They're making up these. The English language is so garbage. I don't even want to be saying them things. I feel like I'm drowning. And to address the challenges that could only be achieved together in the spirit of solidarity and cooperation. You see that? He makes them all, mad, man. Namely peace, prosperity, health, and security. Hold on. Hold the phone. Let's go to the book of Thessalonians. Thessalonians 5, verse 3. And it says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. See that? But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that the day should overtake you as a thief. You see that? Ye are the children of the light, the children of the day, for we walk not, for we are not of the night, nor of darkness. See that? You see that? Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be slow and be sober. For they that sleep, sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. These nations are drunken and are mad. You see that? Drunken in the night. That is the shadow of death. That is the world that they are creating, man. And it's crumbling upon their own head, man. Because they've trusted a false light, man. Lucifer, man, that light bearer, man. This is what's going on. France's President Emmanuel Macron, German Chancellor Angela Merkel, and other leaders said that in the same spirit, countries must now be better prepared to predict, prevent, detect prevent, detect, assess, and effectively respond to pandemics in highly coordinated fashion. See that? So they're trying to, they're trying to make everyone trust in them again, man. They're trying to usurp authority, we're going to get that in Revelations. Okay. So this is the book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2, verse 4. And it says, let's see, verse 2. Yeah, we'll go verse 3, actually. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. See that? This is the son of death that we just read about in the previous verse. See, in Habakkuk, he exalts himself, or what was it? He exalts himself as death, or his gates are like death, or Salakia, something along those sorts. I was just breaking it down, but this is the son of perdition, man, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God. You see that? Acting as if he's God, man. He controls both good and evil. You know, he thinks he has the reign and control over who lives, who dies, you know, and with this whole new, you know, I'm going to say way of life, you know, or, you know, reset that's coming upon the world, you know, by transgression, he's going to frame that law, you know what I mean? And put this in place so he has control over, who lives and who dies, bro. This is exactly what's coming upon the earth. Except there come falling away first, that the man of sin be revealed, son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or called Yahweh, or that is worshipped. Because man, literally, this is him trying to be worshipped by all these nations, man. You know, and these you know, these kingdoms and you know, other nations, ethnicities that the Most High has given their cultures, you know, and divided their landmass and their culture to, you know, and them trying to, you know, stick up for what they find honorable, man, they're gonna burn this place with fire and come up against them. Gonna say, who are you? Who are you to have the you know, the fixes and the remedies, man? Son of perdition, and that son of perdition be, and the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called Yahweh, or that is worshipped, so he as God sitteth in the temple of God, shewing himself that he is God. You see that? This is what he's trying to do, man. Sit upon the nations, sit upon high, exalt himself above the heavens. You know what I mean? Pertaining to the book of Obadiah. And he's gonna sit in the temple, you know what I mean, which can be synonymous with a lot of things, you know what I mean. Mainly, the law is trying to frame, you know, by putting that chip in you. He's gonna sit, you know, in the temple as well as, you know, sitting in Zion, you know what I mean. And people are gonna think, I'm not gonna say people are gonna think he's God. Well, basically through actions, because that's how we worship the Most High. You know, rebellion is as witchcraft. So rebellion is sin. So if you're hearkening to his laws and his ways and get that that implement, man, you're basically saying he is God, man. And that's how he's gonna be, you know, that's how he's gonna be worshipped. You know what I mean? And that's how he's basically gonna tag you. You know what I mean? Especially when you know, there's another verse, I think it's in Leviticus. You know, you're supposed to, when a servant stays forever, they get that mark in their skin. You know what I mean? I think it was an earring in Leviticus, but yeah, man, they get that mark. And that's how you know that's theirs. They're going to brand you, man. And you're going to have that mark, then that seal. Yahweh Shai willing, we get that seal upon us, man. And then we just go out there and condemn you. You know what I mean? Through the spirit and power. I don't want Ratazal. We get to slay your ass after that because there's no need for you. You know what I mean? And then you're going to come back regenerated in our nutsack. Through the spirit of power. See what I'm saying? Oh, I'm dead. All right, we're going to get this other... What was that other one? Hold on. Salakia. I'm actually going to keep on reading on this. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things. And now you know what withholdeth that he might be revealed in his time. So this is what was withholding him. See what I'm saying? These prophecies coming to pass. Ultimately, you know, the Most High preparing him, you know what I mean, for a great and mighty fall. And it's going to be beautiful, man. Now you know what withholdeth that he might be revealed in his time. This is the time he's getting revealed. He's getting revealed in. You know what I mean? For the mystery of iniquity doeth already work. See that? So it was already being implemented. You know what I mean? The devil was already sitting in that temple. You know what I mean? Through the Roman government at that time. You know, ruling over Judea and wherever else they reigned. But then it's gonna get passed on. The baton's gonna get passed on through the beast, man. Now will let until he let's see. And now you know what withholdeth that he might be revealed in his time, for the mystery of iniquity doeth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed. So he's letting him, reign for that time till he be taken, out of the way. And then the wickedness and, all manner of wickedness is going to get revealed. You know what I mean? And that's all the prophecies coming to pass. You know what I mean? All the wickedness the Most High is going to pour upon the earth in the last days. You know what I mean? And we find out who everything is, who everyone was, you know what I mean? And then we wake back up at the same time, you know what I mean? And prophets go down the street and condemn this nation, you know what I mean? And then, then it says, whom the Lord shall, and then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, that's us, you know what I mean? And shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. See that? So first he must get consumed and then destroyed. You know what I mean? Because he's being revealed, man. So we're gonna get the book of Psalms 36. Yeah, I don't want to filibuster because I'm still gaining understanding myself. So let's see. Is it 36? Hold on. Slakia, Psalms 19:13, and it reads, keep back thy servant also from presumptuous sins. Let not them have dominion over me. So, you know what I mean? That mystery of iniquity, don't let it have dominion over me. These presumptuous sins. Let's get the definition of presumptuous. All right, presumptuous definition: a person or their behavior failing to observe the limits of what is permitted or appropriate, brazen, arrogant. And all these are, embedded in all these are in deceit as well. You know what I mean? If you're being deceived, if you're being presumptuous, and these sins, that presumptuous sin will deceive you, man. And that's pulling the wool over your eyes, and that's a mystery, man. It's a mystery that people don't even know what presumptuous sins are. You know what I mean? And how to repent from it, and when they're under control of it, or slacky, when they're what's the word? When they're partaking in it. You know what I mean? So let them not have dominion over me. Don't let these secret faults have dominion over me. Then shall I be upright, and I shall be innocent from the great transgression. So, that's blatantly, our what's the word? That's our what we're supposed to be denouncing in these last days, man. And not allowing to come upon us, when we're opposite to the world, letting our light shine, then we're going to be upright in these last days, hearkening unto what? The law, statutes, and commandments, and the faith of Yahushua, man. And I shall be innocent from the great transgression. And that great transgression is the presumptuous sins, is what's coming upon this earth. So we're actually gonna skip that. We're gonna get a next article. I just found this so relevant. I found this so relevant, man. I always come back to, one of these pages up here. Because they post random shit, but this is so relevant to how these nations are have had a hand in our captivity, man, and how it's spearheaded by the Edomites. So let me play this.
Give me the address.
I'm from the United States. Come on,
I'm sorry?
I'm from the United States.
Look
Okay.
at that.
Yeah.
So what?
Drunk.
You're my below.
You're my below.
Alright.
Can't even speak.
So
bro.
yo, I'm below you, right?
No, not you. Canada.
Oh, cause you're from
Just
the
look
States.
at that.
Yes.
Look at the pride.
So you suck Trump's dick, eh?
Huh?
You're a bitch.
That's enough. That's enough. But you know, these nations are mad, man. We're gonna get that scripture. Was it the book of Revelation? So yeah, Jeremiah 51. What was it again? 17. Sorry for the noise. What is it? Getting louder. Hold on. Jeremiah 51:7. It says, Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, and made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. That's you know, as we've been discussing about being drunk in the wine and everything, you know, previously. But before this, yeah, the nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad, man. And you can see in that video, man, she's mad, mad woman, just not even saying words. It's just I've never seen such a proud. That's what drew me to the video. I've never seen such a proud look on somebody's face. The stance, the hand on the hip, the nose. Holy smokes. They're see her how high and mighty she America has emboldened this woman. Absolutely insane. So we're gonna stop there in the spirit. It's probably gonna be a part 2 to this. I still have a part 2 for the next one to make, but that's gonna be it for today. So yeah, man, this place is on the way out, man, and you know, do your diligence, do the work, you know what I mean? Feed the sheep, you know, keep the commandments, you know what I mean? And you know, be innocent from that great transgression that's coming upon the earth. And that's in this peace and security. That's in, you know, all these prophecies coming to pass in these last days. So, you know, just keep the faith before it gets too loud, because this woman's loud. I'm gonna go and close out. All praise, all glory unto Yahweh, Bashem Mashek Yahushai. Say QamYasharala, death to America.